All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle, and it is great to be back after a Thanksgiving holiday. I hope everyone had an awesome week, but the markets don't stop here, and a lot has changed slash hasn't changed. We've actually seen some more aggressive pumps across the crypto gaming market over this last week, and we're seeing a little bit of a pullback across the markets, but is this the time to be shaken out of your positions? Should you sell your entire portfolio? I'm going to give you a spoiler. No, you should not be doing that. And I'm going to go over the ideology of why you should not be doing that. And especially in the long term, we are just at the tip of the iceberg here on this crypto gaming growth, the adoption, and what we're seeing in these markets. So I'll go over my thesis. We'll go over some tokens that are still on a pullback doing very well. And then I think I have 4 tokens that I think are still really good buys today, and whether you should be DCAing on some of these dips. So without further ado, let's get in the game. All right, and first and foremost, like the video and subscribe. We are on this channel basically full time now. Like, I haven't done a show on the main Banter channel in weeks. We are on In the Game. Like the video, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family at the Christmas dinner next month if you didn't tell them in Thanksgiving that your crypto gaming bags have been absolutely pumping. And then quick shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. We have 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗡, the best gaming launchpad in the space. We have Real Fever Organya. Later in the show, whenever I'm answering chat questions, I'm going to open up some packs and I'm going to play a game. I'm probably going to get swamped, but it is okay. 𝗕𝗗𝗃𝗃, they're running their $1 million games league. Go ahead and check that out in the description down below. We have XCAD Network, the ultimate watch to earn platform. And last but not least, we have Amino Rewards. Amino is absolutely crushing it. They just hit an all-time highs, and I'll go over that in just a second. But big shout out to Amino. They've been absolutely crushing it. Let's go ahead and jump into the show. I'm seeing the chat is, here and active. We got many presents. We got many questions already coming through the door. So all these questions I will get into at the end of the show. And you should have interviewed Elliot. Well, we'll definitely get Elliot on the show here in the future. Don't worry about that. Without further ado, let's jump into it. And, if you look across the board, you're seeing some red on the 1 hour, the 24 hour, and the 7 days on a lot of the large market cap stuff. And a lot of people are starting to worry. Even Rand's show this morning was, I'm selling all my altcoins. Do I think you should be selling all your altcoins? Absolutely not, right? Like, I don't think this is the time to be backing off of this market. And honestly, these pullbacks over and over and over again have been just showing to be fake outs, trying to get you out of your bags, right? So here's a couple things I want to go over. So Becker tweets, and this is the truth. If you're in this game for the long haul, you should absolutely not be fazed by these dips, because the current market cap of all crypto gaming is 13 to 15 billion. Shiba Inu, a single and not even the biggest meme coin, routinely put in 10 to 20 billion dollar moves in a matter of days. We are literally freaking out over sub-bill moves right now. Things haven't even remotely reached peak crazy. And in the bull, we saw single coins move 50 plus billion in a day. Most of these coins did nothing. It was just money chasing money, right? So first and foremost, we have not seen even a fraction of what this gaming bull run is going to be if we see a full-blown crypto bull run, right? And if this is truly the beginning of the cycle leading up to the halving and the ETF news, if we get that ETF news, I think we take another leg up personally. And then I think we have a nice run up until it goes live. I would not be surprised if the day that the ETF goes live for people to invest in, that would be the top of the market, right? I could totally see that. That's obvious crypto thing that could happen, right? But as Elio says here, and I agree with Elio, shout out to Elio. He had an awesome show with Rand this last weekend when I was back home with family. But people who are only bullish when we pump aggressively, but then get scared on pullbacks, will get absolutely wrecked this cycle. My thesis has always been long-term, and the real funds when crypto games start bringing in actual users. This is just the first sign of life. And I couldn't agree more, guys. When we're looking at building our crypto gaming portfolio, I've always told you guys, I'm here for the adoption phase. I'm not always like, I am here to pack my bags for the next bull because I know these games like Illuvium, the valuation is going to be way over the top. Immutable X, the valuation is going to be crazy. These low cap coins like a Dubs, like an Altura, etc. These valuations are going to balloon. The Shrapnels, these top games. So as Native American says, there's not real good fun games out there yet. Over the next 6 months in time, we're going to see a lot of fun games coming out, a lot of quality products that people want to jump into. One of those quality products is Illuvium, and Illuvium is launching their PvP game tomorrow on the Epic Game Store. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stream a match on Wednesday. So like I will show you guys the PvP, but the Web 2 community is flocking to this. The Web 3 gamers are loving this. And I'm not really a turn-based game player, card strategy, battler type of fan, but this thing was crazy good. I jumped into it already on the Epic Game Store with private access. And I got to say, this thing was absolutely fantastic for a Web 3 game. And as people are saying, Shrapnel will be the big first mover like Call of Duty, absolute winner. Seacrum says, grow a pair and buy the dips or just give up now. And that's the truth, guys. Like when you see these shakeouts in some of these coins, like Illuvium just keeps running. We see Shrapnel about to launch. Someone mentioned Shrapnel, so we're going to see it live here very, very soon. You can shortlist or wait list it over there on the Epic Game Store. Like Shrapnel's moved 100% in a month. And we said this one was a good buy at about 13 cents. So that's almost 100% move from there. We have stuff like Amino Rewards, which is kind of a mix, like gamified. So I would say gamified move to earn, but not the traditional route. The economy they've built is absolutely phenomenal. They have a loyalty program. They have the partnership with the 49ers. They have potential partnerships coming up with the NBA. Their shop is live. So I've loved what they're doing over here, and they're reaching new all-time highs. I agree, Mr. Nimbus, Echelon Prime right here. We're calling this a pullback, and this thing's still at $8. like we got in at 277 here. So like what other people are considering a pullback, oh, should I sell my bags? Well, if you look at the big picture here, these things are still absolutely crushing it. And I don't think this is the time to be selling. Like Myria, for example, they got Becker on as an advisor. They have multiple games coming out here very soon. Their node ecosystem is flourishing, and you can still get a node. And I know a lot of people over in my NFT community and in the chat here, they took profits on stuff like Playable and stuff like Myria. And what they did is they bought a node. So what does that do? You take a little profit, you put it into a node, and it just prints you tokens every single day. I'm loving the chat. People are like, if you're selling, you're absolutely nuts. The big picture, we are just fine. Absolutely. And, you know, Sheldon says, called G Swift at 7 cents. Respect. I'm just bringing quality products to the table. And here's what I'll tell everyone here. You're not going to catch every pump, okay? You will not. Whether it's Illuvium, Shrapnel, Amino, Prime, Cetify, Super, Myria, Playable Games with these node ecosystems, GameSwift, WAGME. Like, we took this position way, I mean, at the 0.006 or 0.0, how many zeros is it right now? 4. It was 5 zeros and a 6. It 4x'd. Let's look at the all chart here. Like that, we took the position right here this last summer. Okay, it 4x'd in a matter of days, and then it retraced almost all the way to the entry price. And look what it's done now, another 3.5x. Right. So patience is a virtue in this game. We see GameSwift absolutely crushing it, but I know you guys first and foremost. And yeah, I know Becker came on with WAGME as an advisor. I've been a huge fan and an ambassador for them for quite a while. So here's what I am going to say at this moment in time. Should you always be taking profits? I know the thumbnail, whatever, it says buy or sell. And I know that the show title is, it time to take profits to buy lower? Here's what I'm going to say. All right. When you have something with an aggressive move like this, 900% in a month, okay? This went from 5 million circulating market cap to a 50 million circulating market cap. logically speaking, yes, you should take a little bit of profit. Come on. Like, we're all in it for the long game. We're all in it to make these crazy gains in the next bull run. But the reality is, you want to be okay with whatever scenario comes around the corner. I tweeted yesterday, like, although you are getting these gains right now, and you might think, like, I am holding this bag into infinity. I do not care if it goes to zero. I'm here, I'm bag holding. But the thing is, you got to take profits. It's player versus player out here. If you don't take profits, someone else is going to take profits on you. And yeah, you got a 9x. Exactly, Crimson. If you get a 9x in a month, all right, at least take out your initial, or maybe just a little chunk and pay yourself back for that call. Like, if you got in on these types of things that have just ripped, like a 𝗕𝗏𝗃, like an Echelon Prime, all these projects that have done crazy numbers, you should at least take some profits off the table, pay yourself. And here's what it's going to do. You don't worry about these pullbacks. Why am I not worried about the pullbacks? Because I've taken enough profit to make ends meet no matter what, right? Like, my positions on some things have materialized, and I'm leaving my bag in. I'm leaving my bag in for the full bull run for sure. But what did I do? I took enough off the table to cover my initial investments, to recoup those stables. So now guess what? If a big dip comes, if a new project comes out, I have the stables to allocate. So it's a beauty to be able to have these types of opportunities. We got in on these things early. Now reap the rewards. Take a little off the table, because you will inevitably find another project you want to get into. But if you don't have stables and you have to sell out of positions to do it, that's not the right approach. Take profits, protect your downside, and be ready for those next opportunities. And to be honest, yeah, so Eric says Beam tanking, and over the day it's down 10+%. This is one I still think is a fantastic buy. This is like 5x undervalued of 𝗫𝗎𝗄𝗏𝗃, which is like I would say at this point will be a competitive product to what this is. I think Beam is a very solid buy at these levels. My DCA was right below this price. So in my opinion, this one's a long play, kind of like an IMX. And I think at this valuation, it is a very fair bet to take in this market. I know they have a lot of big announcement with the Beam subnet. Reich says tanking, can tell who's never been in a bull before. Hey, we're not shaming anybody around here. But hey, I understand if you look at certain projects, when you see like a spike like this, it's a quick tank, right? But I wouldn't call it tanking for sure. When you see stuff like Beam take a hit like this, I think it's a really good DCA. I said this on Dylan's show on Friday. I joined him. If y'all aren't watching Dylan's channel, he's absolutely killing it over there on Crypto Banter Plus as well. But 𝗕𝗏𝗃, this was a play that I gave there. And here's what's happened with 𝗕𝗏𝗃. So it had a crazy, crazy run up here. Let's go to the 1-year chart. From this entry we got at about 2 cents all the way up to 7 cents. But what happened here over the last 2 weeks? BNB took a hit. The Binance chain, there's fear on the Binance chain. People were scared when they got hit with the 4 billion fine, when CZ stepped down. And guess what? Let's look on here. A little birdie called CoinMarketCap will show you here. BNB Smart Chain is the only blockchain you can buy this token on. And it's really only on Gate.io and PancakeSwap on the BNB chain. So people were fearful. People sold off these positions, and it took a 40 or like a 30% dip in a matter of days. So this is one I think that is providing some value at these levels. When you see these types of dips, and we saw a run, and now we've seen this kind of almost take it started off at 4 cents at the beginning of this month, right? So it sounded like I went full auto tune. If I sound like Kanye West, let me know, and I'll try to fix that. But I think I should be good. But I think 𝗕𝗏𝗃 is a great buy today, to be honest. And then another one that hasn't really ran as much. I mean, okay, I say that, but it's a low market cap. So I think that this one can still go. I also gave this one on Dylan's show on Friday. And if you look at this chart, I mean, ever since we gave this as a call on the Friday show, this one's absolutely been ripping. But $19 million market cap. From the outset, you see Katana Inu and you think, oh, this is a meme coin. Well, This is not a meme coin. They have fantastic game, the partnerships that they're coming out with, the announcements that are coming around the corner, getting this game out in front of more people, getting the token out in front of more markets. I mean, I think that this one is definitely one to keep your eyes on. And I always answer this, but I have to throw this out there. People in the chat, Hustle talks the same coins all the time. Well, the same coins that we've been talking about all the time are 2, 3, 4, 5, 10x up. So like, consolidate your bets. I'm going to say this one more time, guys. Like, you will not catch every single pump in the market. And if you're really trying to be an AI, real world assets, DEX, gaming, metaverse expert, good luck. Like, you're going to get caught holding the bag more than not. And you are an expert of all, a master of, or it's an expert of all is a master of none, right? Yes, there it is. Monk Travels got it. So jack of all trades, master of none. And he says, listen to some new I always bring new projects. I brought this one at the beginning of the month and this 10x'd. I brought GameSwift right when it dropped. I dropped WAGMI Games right when it dropped. We've been covering 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗀. It's ripping. Like, I don't know, like, what more can I do for you in these markets? But hey, it is what it is. Whatever. You know, if you take my advice, you've been winning in these markets. That's just, it is what it is. So I will continue doing what I'm doing because the same coins are absolutely printing cash. So I'm going to stick to what's been a printer. And also, I love what Ice Boy says. I'm not using anyone as exit liquidity. That's the difference here. I give you the plays as I'm giving the plays. Like, there is no if, ands, or buts. I give you my entry. I tell you when I'm getting out. Not a lot of people do that on YouTube. I'm going to tell you that right now. So we're going to keep winning in these markets the way we know how. And when quality projects pop up, we bring them to you. Simple. So last one for now. Crypto Gremlin. Crypto Gremlin says, missed the beginning of the show. Is Bitcoin going to 12K? Capo's right, guys. Sell it all. Sell it all. You're going to have to get rid of all your coins. It's going to 12K. No, I'm kidding. I think that this run continues, and I think this is just a small pullback for a shakeout. And one more. Some of the projects have bad tokenomics like Shrapnel. If you read the tokenomics, you would know that Shrapnel doesn't have any unlocks until April. So if we continue this run, if the game drops and gets massive sentiment, just like Big Time did, just like Parallel did, like Illuvium's gotten, to be honest, I see this one running. You don't have any downside risk from initial investors until April. So to be honest, I don't think you have much downside there. And then 2 projects I want to put on your radar for NFTs. Tomorrow, there's a free mint for Army of Fortunes. This one's from the Supercell developers. I know we always talk about coins, but there is the NFT side, and the NFTs have been doing very well in the gaming market. AOFverse is minting tomorrow. The game is playable already on the App Store. There is going to be a token they are raising at this moment in time, and they have 3.5 million on TikTok. So these devs know what they're doing, and I think this is definitely one to keep your eyes on. And then Overworld. This one's not a free mint. It's 0.15, but their initial collection is an 18 ETH floor price. 18 ETH floor price. So I think even at a 0.15 here, there is a token drop confirmed. They're backed by Binance. This one is definitely one to take a look at. And JB Pit Barbecue Gaming says that NFTs wrecked me last cycle. Absolutely. I mean, look, don't bag hold these things, but if you're getting a token airdrop, that's a win. If you get in on these mints and you're able to capitalize early on some of these pumps, like block games, 10x in this market. So like, don't just buy an NFT to buy an NFT. Have a strategy, make sure you have a good entry, and make sure there's catalysts behind it. So these are the 2 I am looking at here heading into the back half / early December mint period. And then we will start answering questions here while we do this. So this is going to be a back and forth session here because I'm going to be opening packs. I'm going to jump into the game, and I'm going to get in with all your questions here in the chat box. So let's start opening some packs here. I got me a rare pack here. Let's see what we can get. This is for Organya Real Fever. So they are running a promotion Black Friday. I believe you get a free ticket to enter into a tournament every pack you buy. So you can check that out in the link down below in the description. And let's figure out, let's see. Axie is booming. Is Axie booming? I'll have to check on that. Let's see. Axie's booming, up 10% on the day. Well, I guess for Axie, is it good to buy 𝗕𝗏𝗏 right now? It's up this week. Like if you're looking for like value buys on pullbacks, it's not having a pullback, but it's still a great project. Mobland, Elio, and Alex Becker advisors, please look. They were early investors, I believe, but to be honest, like the project hasn't made strides in a long time. Like just because someone's an advisor does not mean it's going to succeed. Any thoughts on Gala making a comeback? I think that it could. I think that Gala definitely has that potential. Some specials here, but none of those pique my interest. Let's go to the next pack here. Let's see, packs super rare. Let's open up this one here. Let's see, thoughts on playable games. I mean, I'm absolutely I'm bullish on playable games. We got in on this one super early. Our entry was right here, in this area, and it's hyped so far pullback. So this is one I'm certainly bullish on. I've taken a little profit, but I'm going to keep riding this one up. Thoughts on 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗃? I've been seeing it spammed in my comments on Twitter. I don't love when people do that, but the project looks good. I've actually taken a look at it. Okay, we got Epic Pep Guardiola. We got a Diego Maradona here. All right. That pull wasn't too bad. Let's see. We'll go back here, go to packs. And now we have a rare drop from the Liga Portugal Cup. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Is Naka a good buy right now? I mean, it's still on the rise. Like, it's still, like, I think it got up to $1.70. Might have taken a little pullback from there, but long term, I think Naka's going to crush it. So I'm not going to say no, but I think it was a better buy when it was consolidating in that $1.30 range. Polka City opinion. I'm not the biggest fan. I think it looks pretty cool, but so many people are trying to be the Grand Theft Auto of, of the blockchain. And I just don't think we're going to see like all the successes come out. The real question is, did you lift today? Eli, I'm lifting after my 2 o'clock show with Crypto Stash. So I will absolutely do that. Thoughts on MetaStrike? I know that was a really hyped project last cycle, but it's not one I'm looking to really get in on right now, to be completely honest with you. Now, let me boot up the game here, and I'll let it load in the background here while we continue. Let's see. And I'm going to get crushed. I'm going to just tell you, I am going to get absolutely sliced and diced on this freaking game right now, because there are experts out here that have been playing this thing. There are going to be people that completely rinse me off the playing field here. Okay. So we are not here to win. We are here to hopefully just compete. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to make a fresh deck here. So I will get back to the chat questions here in just a second, guys. Okay. Let's see. We have thoughts on Wild. I love what they're doing over there. It really sucks that they have not been getting any of the love in this market. I'm still very bullish on them. And when the metaverse narrative comes back around, it'll be huge. Thoughts on WAGMI? I've been a WAGMI fan for a long time. We got in a very good entry, 5 zeros and 6. So I'm chilling right now in my position. Took profits on its last pump, and now I'm kind of just holding that long-term bag unless it was to go crazy, and I'll take a little more profits. Domi chilling on the 0.618. Domi had a huge run, and a lot of people were asking me, like, why did it take this pullback? Because it 800%ed in like a week. So, like, what do you expect? Thoughts on Gold Fever NGL? Actually, like, I really liked what they were doing last cycle. So, like, I can't say that I can't say I'm actually like, I like the game. but it's not something I'm investing in at this moment in time. I think that they're doing a lot of cool things, and if it comes around to like, you know, the game really improves, or there's some more announcements, which guys, they've been making great announcements. That's they really have been doing some good things over there. But right now it's not in my scope. And honestly, like a lot of people ask me here to cover new tokens. But the thing is out of respect to my audience, if I bring you super low cap tokens and they pump, like that's unorganic, that's not ethical. And if you've noticed, that's one thing I won't do. I've never brought something here that's a million market cap because I know what it's going to do to these tokens. So like a lot of people don't take responsibility for these types of things. I'm not going to bring you like these small market cap projects because I just know it's going to pump or unorganically. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go to the bottom because we are missing a lot of questions just because I'm multitasking here. So I'm going to go here to the bottom. Is it worth staking a S fund? Yes. I mean, if you are in a jurisdiction where you can invest in the seed rounds, absolutely it is. Even if you're not, you get good APR, like you're still getting great returns. So to be honest, yeah. I mean, I think it's a great play. Let's see. I still got to pick more, so I'm just going to fill out the lineup here. Like I said, guys, I'm going to get swamped in this game, so don't expect me to win, but one moment left. There we go. All right. We'll save that bad boy. All right. Let's go to the battle. I think I have a ticket for this. Select deck. Boom. Let's go. All right. Hustle, what about dubs? Okay, so like there's a lot coming through here. DeFi Kingdoms, I don't love it as much as I would have last cycle. I'm going to be real. Thoughts on blockchain bets? It's like a low cap casino project, and we all know 𝗕𝗏𝗴𝘆 is going to be huge. So if you believe in 𝗕𝗏𝗴𝘆, I would run it. It's a low cap project. It's got a lot of upside potential. Hustle, what about dubs? Is it a good buy? Yeah, I love dubs. I mean, I've talked with the team quite exclusively. The things that they're building, the partners that they have, like truly, I couldn't be more bullish on like the esports and esports and gambling intertwining. I really do think that you can't go wrong with that. Like I think that's going to be huge. Playable, good discount. There has been a good pullback from the highs, so I would say like definitely take a look at it, but it has pumped quite a bit. I'm a huge fan of what they're doing, but it's hard for me to endorse when I got an entry 7x lower. Let's see here. Oh, I'm the wrong side here. LOL. Okay. Illuvium shocks Web3 this week with the biggest announcement of the year. Okay. Well, I like to hear that. I definitely like to hear that. Nick, how you doing? I jumped into the game too, and I'm freaking stoked about it. So hopefully the public thinks the same. I love it, and I'm not even a big auto battler genre fan. So yeah, that's making me pretty excited. Let's see. Thoughts on WeMix? Not really in my investment scope at the moment in time, to be honest. You need admin's hustle. Yeah, well, we have one, but it is a lot. We got a lot of chats coming through, and I'm trying to multitask, play the game from our sponsor. So, yeah, a little tougher today. I'm gonna go through all these though. Big time, yeah. I mean, big time has been, big time's been definitely like crushing it. The token is a high valuation, so it's a little scary. But in my opinion, like I think it still has some good upside, and like the narrative around it hasn't really faded. So I like big time. Imposters thoughts? Yeah, Elio's hard at work. Like it might seem sometimes from the outset that there's not a lot going on, but when you look at the totality of what they're doing, I think it's really hard to fade what he's doing, to be honest. Thoughts on UOS? So unfortunately, UOS has just not been getting the love, and it's sad to see. They have a great product, but this is going to show you that the new cycle tokens are going to perform way better than last cycle tokens. Like stuff like Vulcan Forged, I think will still pump. IMX will still pump. We're going to see these projects do gains, but new tokens are going to outperform old tokens 100%. Any thoughts on My Pet Hooligan? Yeah, I love My Pet Hooligan. I've worked closely, seen what they're doing. I've met the team multiple times. I can honestly say I can't be more bullish on what they're doing over there. Oh man, I'm gonna get swamped here. But I told you guys I was gonna get swamped, so there's no expectation. Uh, let's see. ApeCoin, zero discussion. Honestly, like I'm very bearish on ApeCoin in the short term. Like, to be completely honest, I have absolutely like no expectations for it. And it sounds crazy. They have the war chest to do it, but every game they've put out has kind of been crap in my opinion. And until the other side comes out and we can make an assessment, it's going to be hard to judge like if it's going to pay off. Like I'm just not a big fan of ApeCoin personally. What about WASDR announcement been acquired by Spyworks? Yeah, I saw that. Big news. I think that's very positive news. It's good to see the developments there for the project, and I think that when you look at what they're doing, they could make a huge comeback. Like it's taken a big hit in the markets over these time periods, but I think that I think it could make a comeback personally. What about 𝗕𝗏𝗃 Games? So like I was looking, and 𝗕𝗏𝗃, is that monkey ball now? Like I don't know what the hell. I was seeing that monkey ball is now that or something. Like the token 𝗕𝗏𝗃 was showing me the monkey ball. Look, confirm that, but I don't know. I don't know. Illuvium going up tomorrow after launch. So that's very speculative, I have to say. Like hard to tell. We're not going to really be able to judge, but like honestly, I think it's too much speculation. So like when you look at other games like Parallel, Big Time, they've taken huge pumps when the game comes out, but this has been more of a news situation. Like we know that Epic Games launch is coming, so people have been kind of front running that. So in my opinion, I'm not going to say that it's not going to pump, but it already has had a huge run up. So just be careful. Just be careful. Come on, get me to the goalie there. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hard to focus whenever you're trying to multitask and not get my ass handed to me. Have I ever been an ambassador for a game project? What is it like? Yeah, it's just like supporting them in their initiatives. Like, it's no different than just like being a supporter of the project. The only difference is I have like media presence to be able to help them out. But yeah, like I help out a lot of different projects that I really have conviction on. Hustle, which wallet supports Bull? Ledger got no support. So I think like I just use regular MetaMask, but it's up to you. I think that like if you hang on, let me focus up here and get a goal while I can, okay? Yeah, at least I'm not losing like 5-0. D-Race is 97% circulating supply. Doesn't that make you bullish? Like, honestly, like, no. Like, guys, there's so many projects out there. Like, I'd rather invest in Photo Finish Live Crown backed by the Kentucky Derby, and it's on Solana Network, than relying on an old cycle project to pump. Personally, that's the way I look at it. Like, is 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗏 a cool project? Yeah, like it is, but it's not in my investment scope, and I don't care about, like, people have always been like, oh, Thetan Arena, 𝗕𝗫𝗔, all these crap projects. Not crap, like Thetan Arena was a good game, don't get me wrong. But there have been a lot of projects that lost sentiment over time that people, they pump after a while. And the problem is, like, there's just no like reason behind it. So I don't follow those types of pumps. I'm betting on things that are seriously developing and pushing product right now, personally. So that's how I play these markets. All right, I got to go down to the bottom. I got to go down to the bottom of the chat, guys. It's a little hectic right now, but just give me a second and we'll get caught up here. Yeah, I mean, I can't score the goal from here, so we're needing to all right, I think it's probably about to be, I got to attack these people. As you can tell, I am not the best, so don't judge me. All right. What was the question I just brought up? It was let's see. All are synonymous. They have rebranded twice. Ah, okay. I'm not a huge fan. It is like a last cycle token to me. And like, I don't know. Like, it's not my type of game. And as you're seeing here, like, this is not my type of game. I'm gonna get swamped in any game like this. Like, strategy, turn-based stuff, I'm just absolutely trash, to be honest. I'm more of like a first-person shooter type of guy, so don't judge me. Oh gosh. Okay. How about 𝗕𝗏𝗏? Yeah, I love Veracity. Even though they haven't gotten a lot of this pump, I think that, don't worry about that. It's still a quality project. And even though we've been talking about last cycle tokens, I think that you don't have to worry about 𝗕𝗏𝗏. Like, they're pushing so much product and so much development that, it's, to me, it's a no-brainer to bet on them in this market. And the fact that it hasn't moved that much makes me really bullish that it will make moves later on. Like, it has made, the thing is, it has, like, it's up like 75% since the market ticked up. So we have to, like, slow our roll. Not everything's going to 10x in a week. Yes, most last cycle projects look the same. We'll get shill marketing liquidity, but not mine. Web3 me, absolutely. Like, could I go out there and invest in these 2 million projects that have been beaten to shreds, have absolutely no sentiment, and probably make money? Yeah, but that's not how I'm going to invest. That's not how I'm going to bring products to you guys, for Christ's sakes. Like, we have an audience to first and foremost give alpha and protect. So, like, I'm not going to come in here and give you guys $2 million market caps knowing what it's going to do to the price. There is just no way. Bradley says, we're all so early and majority of us are worried. Yeah, we are so early. Like truthfully, there is like nothing. If you feel like you've missed this pump, you haven't. Like, on it, just DCA quality projects based on market cap. Look at the market caps from last cycle. These things were 10 billion, 15 billion. Axie Infinity was worth $25 billion, guys. Like there is just no reason why we should back away from these types of things right now. There is just nothing that scares me away. These valuations are still small compared to what we're going to see in the bull. You can move the moment to the attack. Oh, well. I scored 6 goals. I'm actually proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I scored 6. I can't deny. Let's see. Where can I find a list of gaming infrastructure tokens like Gala, Myria, PYR, and what are my top picks? Yeah, so people ask me this all the time. So hang on. Let me just get out of here real quick. Let me get back to my desktop browser here, and we'll dedicate 5 more minutes to the chat box, and then I do have to run for the day. But I wanted to play a game because they've been a sponsor for a few months. It actually is pretty fun, and like I said, I'm not even like a big turn-based type of player, so I might have lost, but you know what? We had fun doing it. All right. I'll do this one time. Okay. I do this a lot. Random shows. Here's my watch list. Here's my watch list. It has all the projects I'm looking at, all the projects I'm invested in. I threw it in the chat box there. So enjoy it while the show's live. It will be there. Thoughts on 𝗲𝗍𝗄𝗏? I've been seeing 𝗲𝗍𝗄𝗏 quite a bit on my feed and my timeline. I'll take a look at it. I haven't done too much due diligence. It's been a busy week, but I will take a look. Have you heard about a project called 𝗕𝗲𝗏𝗃? Heard it's pretty good in the gaming genre. Never heard you talk about it in your streams, though. Hey, we are the crypto gaming mafia. We move in silence. 𝗕𝗲𝗏𝗃 is my NFT project, guys, for anyone who doesn't know. We give alpha. We give early information on projects that we hear, from the back alleyways, and bring them to our community and let them make the decisions, give them gaming reports, exclusive info, etc. So we are crushing it over there, I got to say. What are the best games on Solana? Atlas, Polis, Crown. I think those are awesome. I like OTK as a really small cap play. Honeyland, HXD, okay? Like, this is one, and I would never, ever, ever, ever do this if it wasn't for the developments they're pushing. The fully diluted is 36 million, so I feel okay about it. Honeyland is crazy quality. They just released in like 50 plus different countries across the world. Their app is super high, like on the gaming charts in Web3. HXD ripping it. Yeah, absolutely. I think HXD, OTK is solid. Web3 me, and I like Crown and I like Polis. Those are my favorites. Played FIFA on PS, and here we are supporting this blockchain football. ILV and ALU have to be in your portfolio. Yep, I own both. I have my ILV staked, and I am holding my ALU, yes. Rollbit, still bullish? Yes, absolutely. 𝗕𝗏𝗴𝗍𝗀 is going to be huge. Imagine the money that comes into this market whenever we're full degen, new cycle. The money's going to ape into these casino projects, like totally. 𝗕𝗏𝗀𝗃𝗄 S2 worth it? Yes, absolutely. Being a part of the 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗄 community is genuinely like, and no bias, like TTOO, 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗄, two of the best gaming communities you can get into for networking, for alpha, for early investment opportunities. Fantastic community for sure. Thoughts on 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗏? 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗏 looks good. I'm going to wait for that difference in the diluted to come down a bit, and it's coming down rapidly, which is good. So once it gets a little lower valuation on the fully diluted, I'll be looking into it. What are some good news cycle tokens? Oh, I mean, Echelon Prime, you have Myria, you have Playable Games, you have Games for a Living, you have WAGMI, you have GameSwift. There's a lot. Like there are a lot of dubs. There's what else is a news cycle token here? Not all of them are coming to my head right off the top. Big Time will probably do good in the full bull. Shrapnel will do great in the full bull. Yeah, those are some examples like of new cycle. Crown's a new cycle token. Amino's a new cycle token. Domi is pretty new. Honeyland. Yeah, there's a lot of new cycle tokens. Vera still bullish. I absolutely am. Honeyland were due to launch 2 years ago until bear market hit. And then they built in the silence, and they've made the most out of it. Y'all will be decimated. Decimated's been crushing it, and I can't wait to hop into the game. I've talked with the team multiple times. I need to get in it and try it out. I need to. Re-entries for Super. Did I see someone say Ran was shorting Super today? I don't know if I heard that correctly, but I think it's a good little pullback here. If we look at the 1 year, that doesn't look too organic, okay? But that doesn't look like the most organic pump. But this thing went up to freaking 47 cents. Now it's at 33. If you were waiting on this, then maybe take a shot. My bag is 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏 Beam. Oh, hang on. No, I don't want to listen to Apple Music. Okay. 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏 Beam 𝗕𝗏𝗏. Accumulate more or add new coins. Those are solid bets, and you have a good mix of high upside, low downside. I would just pick through the watch list and some of the stuff we talk about here, figure out what resonates with you, and then go from there. TTOO, where can we read up more on the project, and what do we get for buying an NFT? You get exclusive reports, overview of my portfolio. You get signals. You get a network of people who are doing this 24/7. We have NFT callers, basically. They've been crushing it in this market. So there's a lot of different stuff. You can see it in my bio on Twitter. Is 𝗔𝗺𝗀 a good project? For a launch pad, I mean, it's not bad. It's not in my top launch pads whatsoever, though. I would bet on 𝗕𝗓𝗊. Hustle, there are still a handful of sub 1 mil gaming projects on AVAX with impressive gameplay. Oh, absolutely. AVAX ecosystem is deep. So there definitely are some good projects over there. Only last cycle tokens I hold are IMX, PYR, SYN, and 𝗕𝗏𝗚, then about 20 new ones. Yeah, it's a good play. I hold IMX, PYR, 𝗕𝗏𝗚. I have some super because I know what this is going to do in a full bull when like Elio and Alex are going hard on promotion and updates, etc. I have ILV. I have 𝗕𝗓𝗊. I'm super bullish on 𝗕𝗓𝗊. So yeah, those are some of the old cycle projects I have in my. I think Beam's a good one. Yeah, Web3, man. I think Beam's a good one. Web3, you need Phantasma in your life. I think they'll make a massive comeback. What do I think? Okay, so SYN's been getting a lot of publicity since they joined Neo Tokyo. It could probably do well. Lava, I'm more bullish on Pure than Lava, but I've been getting some alpha that Lava is undervalued straight from the source. Thanks for answering. Are different traits important? The only traits to pay attention to are Soldier and Capo. It's rare and common, but try out a Soldier if you're looking to get into it. I think you'll get great value there. What do I think of Citus long term? It's going to absolutely crush it. They're doing these monthly token burns. Citus and Senate, great stack to have in your portfolio. All right, guys. We've been on for 47 minutes. I got to hop out of here. I got to go do another recording. So guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to chat much more in depth about the market. I'll do a test match on Illuvium on Wednesday. And I will go ahead and answer more questions, more dedicated to the chat box. I know I was super focused on that game. I got swamped, but it is what it is. Guys, but the premise here, don't let these pullbacks scare you away. And I think Elio's tweet here says it all. People get so euphoric when we pump, and then they get so scared when we have pullbacks. But this is why people don't win. Don't let them shake you out of your bags. Take profits, protect your downside, and leave that upside in undervalued projects to materialize throughout the next few months and throughout the bull market. Like, this is the way. And 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃 Gaming says you should keep playing games. We'll play more games here on the stream. I think it's a fun thing to do while we answer chat questions. So guys, don't get shaken out. Look in the long term. This industry is going to be one of the biggest in all of crypto, and I absolutely believe that. So I will see you guys on the next one. As always, like, subscribe, and play well, my friends.